Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells, for not the first time today. It turns out I'm having some technical issues that I think are related to my hard drive. For the moment, I'm just recording to a different drive, and I think that in my testing, this seems to fix it. Fortunately, hard drive's a nothing part, right? Like, that's a real cheap replacement. Anyway, check it out, we're back here in Dead Cells, and look at how cool our outfit looks. So all you missed, all I did in the episode that I tried to but failed to record, is I looked up where the rest of the timed doors that have blueprints behind them are, and we did those real fast, and then I bought myself a new outfit, because I thought we needed a new look. I think it's pretty slick. I really love the glowing eye pauldron. I think that's really cool. So, now that we're all dressed up, let's go someplace, huh? I think this is the one we're gonna pull. I like this. This has a nice red build going through it. Bonus damage, okay. Keep in mind, bonus damage on a flame grenade is just bonus damage to the actual impact, not the fire part. So it's less good than it looks, but it's still alright. So, what's our plan today? Well, that thing I just described was what the plan for today was. What the plan for today is now is probably the Arboretum. I think it's been a little while since we were in the Arboretum. I think that there are probably blueprints. Oh, I didn't check the mirror. Well, whatever. I think there are probably blueprints left in the Arboretum area, so we're gonna go check those out. Plus, defeating Mama Tick. You know, we gotta learn that fight a little bit better. Although, honestly, I don't think it's too hard. It's certainly more comprehensible than the fight with the giant. I did defeat Mama Tick shortly before dying in the episode that didn't get recorded, and the fight just makes more sense to me. Like the pattern of it. Oh, that's a bad death. Ow! You know, that would have been a really good time to like block something with my shield. I find the giant to be it almost feels like I must be missing something about the giant fight. Like I must be missing a mechanic. Because there's no way it can actually be as slow as it seems to be, right? Like, based on our performance the last time we fought the giant, it would take like 15 minutes to actually get through his health bar, and I think our equipment was pretty reasonable. Alright, I'm definitely going to be employing some grenades over here. Wow, I almost still got hit there. Okay. Alright, you know what? Let's do it. Wow, I didn't... There we go! And honestly, even that wasn't a very good parry. It was still too early, but it hit. You know, it landed. So I'm guessing pretty good odds at this point that we are not making it through the combo door. But it's not the end of the world. You know, the first combo door matters a lot less than the later ones. So where are we at on... Okay, we have no idea. I was gonna say... if we don't think we can make the combo door, but we can still make the time door, then that might be worth doing, but we don't even know where the entrance to the Arboretum area is yet. Oof, wow, I'm getting manhandled here. This is going very poorly. Well, I'll tell you what, we are not going to use a flask. Ooh. We're not going to use a flask this early. We will get better via food. Or... You know, if we're committed to red, we actually do have another option. Hold on, I'm excited to show it to you. Just gotta make it out of this area to a place where I can choose mutations. Because one of the things that we unlocked from behind one of the timed doors was a mutation that I've never seen before. That I'm fairly confident was not in the game before. So we're just gonna maybe try that one out this time. And actually, it combos pretty well with our weaponry. Oh, wait a minute. Aha. Okay, well. Listen, 250 gold's not nothing. It is literally something. Oh my good lord. That was 100% me just feeling like I was safe. It turns out you are never safe. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, all that stuff can wait. This is also not the door I was looking for. Where in the hell? Okay, we get everything else of value. There's a trap up there that we probably ought to at least go get for the sales value, right? But One thing I went over in the previous episode was I just don't much like playing quickly. And of course you've observed that I make a lot of mistakes when motivated to play quickly. So I wanted to get all the timed doors out of the way so that I didn't have to think about them anymore. So we could just play whatever way makes sense. And I was able to pretty much verify while doing that it's basically just like the same reward that you get from the combo door, aside from the fact that some of them have blueprints behind them initially. And it was only a few. Alright, we are going to find some health. We're going to make some health happen. I do not much like the one that you have to climb up on. I always feel like I'm going to get chomped there. So, now that we have some rad new threads, I think for a while here we're going to be back on cells just unlocking items and of course going into the forge. Let's see. You can see we put some cells in some stuff. Oh, this we still haven't unlocked, but I might want to do this. I don't know that we'll need it this run, but I think this is an option we want to have. We don't really have a lot of red things that I find compelling here, so yeah, let's drop some cells into Alienation. And then we're going to go take our new mutation. So check this out. Frenzy. Your melee attacks give you back a small amount of HP as long as you have an active speed buff. This is how we're going to fix our situation here. Also, we find ourselves having one of the rare moments where I think vampirism might actually be a fun thing to use, so maybe we'll get lucky and find some. I forgot. Right. The world's worst mushroom is an enemy on this this cell level in this biome. Okay. Boy. Having an active speed buff is going to be tricky with shield enemy around. He just exploded me. He just blew up like a landmine. That's not even an attack they have. What happened there is he turned around and I hit him. My final attack to kill him also killed me because I hit him in the spikes. But it sure looked like he just detonated, which is not a thing that they're allowed to do, by the way. No, absolutely not. I have no interest in going to the cavern. We'll figure out the giant thing. That comes later. Well, you know, crossbow's a very safe playstyle. Yeah, alright. Give me this. Let's make some distance. We'll throw this shield in our backpack. Challengers beware. Alright. The crossbow is potentially not the most fascinating style to watch, and I do apologize for that, but I also would actually like to get somewhere here. So we might have to endure a little bit of the old desperate cowardice. I do want to point out somebody literally couldn't climb up the ladder fast enough because he was so close. Somebody pointed out in the comments of one of Friday's episodes that I have a reaction to losing control of the situation that is probably counterproductive, where I try to back off and sort of regain my equilibrium, and that what I really ought to be doing a lot of the time is pushing forward and getting aggressive so that I can deal damage and earn back some of the health that I've lost, right? And that is 100% correct. Very counterintuitive to me, to my terrified brain. Oh, hey, how you doing? But we're gonna try to be better about that, because it's real. That's a real good point. Oh, sure. I didn't mean to do that. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take this over the shield. I think we're gonna keep the crossbow for a little bit here. But I think I would rather have a good melee weapon loaded up than a good shield. Oh god, that was... Whoo! I should have taken damage there. I really appreciate the game deciding not to punish me for that. I guess maybe there's a dead spot in his attack. Ah, failed to clear the knife. You gotta remember, this thing has a melee attack too. It's probably a thing I ought to be using more than I am. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it sure does come out a lot... Damn it. Sure does come out a lot faster. Okay. Does not stagger enemies as reliably. That's fine. See, we're learning stuff. We're not getting this this first combo door. Ooh. Yeah, give me a Mushroom Boy. I do like a Mushroom Boy an awful lot when we are primary ranged. Should probably actually have him out here. And honestly, even a very low-level one, or even an off-color one, like one that has no scaling at all, I can see being quite useful, because the primary value of the Mushroom Boy in a build like this isn't his damage, but rather the fact that he pushes enemies away from us. Go on. Okay, there we go. Just had to secure myself an unfair advantage. Alright. Let's see about... No, I'm not... I mean, let's see about what? I'm not going to spend gold here, come on. What am I thinking? We got flask charges to buy. Although, you know, we have seen in the past... Oh, this is... Is this one of the ones where we get food? Oh, no, it's not. I don't think so. Oh, maybe I'm wrong? Yeah, okay. This is the one where you annoy him until he gives you food. Okay. Might be the case we ought to change up our diet as well, but I think we'll stick with the bread for right now. Stick with le baguette. Le baguette? La baguette? I didn't actually look at what the particle was there. Ooh, big green grenade. Honestly, I like the Crusher a lot, and we'll stick with the Crusher. Yeah, man, we just really need to get to a place where we're not using Tier 1 equipment. Because boy oh boy is our damage output bad. Even direct hits with a big, slow, powerful weapon, where the whole thing is that it's supposed to be able to kill things in a small number of hits. Just like dealing absolutely pathetic damage. Right, this is the wrong door. Where are we at here? This way. Also, yeah, man, you move real slow when you're fighting crossbow style. At least with this crossbow. I think this one has a slightly longer windup than the other ones we've used. I guess the heavy crossbow, like the shotgun one, is also quite slow. Relative to the ice crossbow, which seems to actually do its thing relatively quickly. Alright, have we cleared out this place as much as we could have? No, there's totally still an area up here. And then, I think we'll probably sell both of those baguettes. I mean, unless I do something, like, real wild here and end up taking a ton of extra damage for no reason, which could happen. Ow. Case in point. The thing about video games is they're hard. Also, I kind of undersell it, and I get a little frustrated, like I'm doing a thing that's not difficult here, and I'm screwing it up, and I joke about how I'm bad at game or whatever, but, like, also this game is quite difficult. I probably should not, I should underline that occasionally. The game is actually quite hard, and, like, a lot of people have legitimate difficulty with this game because it is legitimately difficult. If I may take a moment here to reassure some of the viewers, and also say a thing that's going to sound a little bit conceited, but honestly I just believe it's true. If you are only doing as well as SB here at this game, you're actually doing pretty well. Like, the game's very difficult, and I'm alright at it. I'm fine. I'm not a bad Dead Cells player. I'm not like a great one, certainly, but I'm not bad. Okay, let's sell this one, and then 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Get the hell out of here. That has definitely locked us out of any future time doors, that's for sure. Let's go to this Arboretum, which is almost as dilapidated as my play. There we go, right back into the swing of things. It's a tricky line to walk with the self-deprecation, because I like self-deprecating humor a lot, and I'm at a place where I used to have real self-esteem problems. I don't so much anymore. But I developed the habit of being self-deprecating when I did, for, you know, the obvious reasons. Ooh. Do I want to pick up an assault shield and just go into... What do we have in our backpack right now? Shovel and assault shield? I mean, we could probably ride this crossbow a little bit further, I think. So that being the case, let's finish alienation. I'll put some points into parting gift, because that is a thing I want unlocked. A lot of people with low self-esteem use a combination of self-deprecating humor and no, I'm just kidding, to sort of get away with being mean to themselves in a way that people in their lives would not necessarily be cool with. Heart of Ice isn't particularly good for us right now. It might get good for us later, but it's probably not worth taking now. We could, of course, grab the YOLO Heart if we're thinking that there's not a lot of solid options. I might, I'm just going to take Gastronomy. I actually like Gastronomy a lot. I'm not there anymore. My self-esteem is okay now, pretty much most of the time. So it doesn't feel harmful to me to continue to use the self-deprecating humor, but I also know that, some people who are watching this do have self-esteem problems, and, listen, it's more complicated than that. Oh, I pressed both my skill buttons, and I explosively sacrificed our Mushroom Boy. So, I'm trying to take it easy on the self-deprecation, not for myself, but to not reinforce that behavior to other people so much. It's a slow process. It's really ingrained. But I'm working on it. Here's the thing about being a decent person and having a command and understanding of yourself and your impact on the world around you. It is a 100% of the job, or 100% of the time for your entire life kind of job. The price of decency is eternal vigilance, unfortunately. Okay, did we actually want any of that stuff? I didn't even really look. It's claw, and shovel. No thank you. Those aren't bad. I should try to learn to get good with the claw, probably. Oh, God. Dangerous. High danger. Oh, I can get my Mushroom Boy back. Alright, teamwork. Ooh. I probably didn't need to panic and hurl myself through that door. I don't think I actually gained anything by doing it. It did look kind of cool, though. You gotta give me that. Oh, nice! It actually has enough of a vertical component that it hits. I pressed the melee button, and then I immediately was like, SB, what are you doing, man? That bat is flying. This is never going to make contact. I'm so glad to find out that I was wrong. Get him. Get him. There we go. I do love the Crusher. The Crusher is a powerful thing. This is the wrong direction. Getting all sidetracked. Alright, this is a combo door that I actually would really like to hit if we can, so let's try to take that seriously. Come here, you. Ugh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right, I forgot. The second attack of the combo explodes in a really huge area. Thank you, Mushroom Boy. I think it's actually totally reasonable as a strategy to just get the, oh, careful. That almost turned around. To get the big mushroom dudes to throw the little mushroom dudes at you. Just run them out that way and then go deal with the bigger ones afterward. Okay. I don't much care for this situation. God, there's a lot... I mean, I know this is their biome and everything. But doesn't it feel like there's a lot of these mushroom guy throw pairings. A lot of this fastball special nonsense. Oh. That was a hell of a lead on that guy's part. He really had me figured out. Honestly, I would be very annoyed if that had killed my combo. Alright, let's see if we can bait that out again. You know, I talked about this a little bit, and I never actually went and did it. I should watch some good Dead Cells players. Like, people who are... Oh, that sucks. Too many damages coming in from too many sides. And they're another good example of me backing up and not getting my health back. Also, though, that guy should have been long dead. This is the danger of continuing to use a tier 1 weapon at this point in the game. And yes, I know that by this point I only mean the second area, but for real, tier 1 weapons are very bad. Alright, come here, you. Also, I definitely detonated my Mushroom Man again, and yes, it was an accident a second time. I did not... I'm gonna level with you. Didn't even see the plant. Ooh. Heck of a day for me not noticing stuff so far. Speaking of, I am definitely, like, being hyper-vigilant over here, looking at the file size of the file in that window. Okay, that kind of works. How dare you. I should probably have just meleeed him on that one. Oh! Mushroom Boy, you're killing me here. Okay. Only sort of teamwork. I'm a little worried about the combo door now. We're at 15. I mean, I guess we have half the level. Right, there's a whole side of this place we haven't been to yet. We probably still have time. Come here. There we go. I should definitely be using the melee attack sequence more. The second swing is really useful. Oof, boy, yeah. The fact that it takes 3 of these super long charged up shots to kill one of those guys really sucks. I need an upgrade. Alright, clear. But see, sometimes it's actually killing them, and I'm not sure how to know when it's going to do that and when it's going to leave them slightly, barely alive. I guess I don't... Oh, that's going to get me hit. Nope, okay, I managed to make it out in time. Is there randomized damage in Dead Cells? I think all the damage numbers are set. Okay. That was a sound of great concern that just came out of my mouth. It wasn't really a word. It's just sort of a general worry. That was the sound of worry. Alright, we're just going to take it easy for a second here. Recover. So we're going to have to start making some noise in a second here as soon as we figure out where the hell that mushroom is. There he is. Let us get over there and completely ruin his entire day. Hey, that's pretty effective. It's a lot of knockback on both me and the enemies. There's a mushroom guy over there, right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I could have sworn we saw that line. Okay. Come on, just keep shooting. Ah! Oh! I rolled off the platform with the exact same trajectory as his projectile. Well, that probably... It was probably already the case, but that's got to have sealed it right. I'm not making that combo door now. Not the end of the world, but it would have been really nice. This is like exactly the time when I want one... Jesus. Also, what a moment for that elite to decide he wants to wake up. Okay, I don't really want a flask here. I think we're still kind of in a position where it doesn't make sense to. But like, flasking this early is probably just killing myself later. Yeah, we're gonna suffer some serious resource attrition here. Also, where the hell is all the food? I took all this gastronomy, and there's not even any food to eat. Alright, well... I do not like this very much. Let's go down from here. We'll deal with that elite. I'm hoping that we can... I'm hoping to check out pretty much every other area, and then come back to the elite after having found food. Would be a nice thing if it could happen. You know what? Let me go all the way back over here. There are these couple of guys. I saw this area earlier and I was like, I don't even want to go back, but I suppose we oughta. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll have something for us. There you go. Great big area of effect. Is this gonna aim down enough? It's trying. The answer is no. This'll work though. Alright, that is all of the dudes over here, and not a single one of them had a big loaf of bread for us. You know what? Actually, it's probably best we just go back to the middle in terms of approach here. And then... sorry, we can't go left from here. Alright. Approach like this a little bit. Just trying to make sure that we oof. Is he over there still? Ah, we trapped him. Of course, obviously it was my plan all along. What a cunning stratagem. Okay. Little bit of cowardice. Done us right so far. Come on, throw your other dude. Oh, he's wising up though. He's not gonna let me just get up behind him. Never mind. Oh, hey, counterproductive friend. It's a little art of war there. You know, Sun Tzu says sometimes to deceive your enemies, you must first deceive your allies. I don't know if Sun Tzu actually said that. I do know that Jet claims that Sun Tzu said that in the Cowboy Bebop movie. And I just believe that, because I don't even want to imagine a world in which I can't trust Jet Black. Also, that's a wild thing for a character to be named. I take shots sometimes at anime around here, because I think... Because honestly, I think a lot of anime is bad, and I think a lot of... It's way more than anime being bad or not. I think there's a lot of people who are really weird and insufferable about the way that they don't want to admit that, that there are some things about anime as a whole medium, and especially as an internet subculture, need to, like, change a whole lot. But, man, there's some real good anime out there, actually. Ooh. Okay, did that guy actually die? Oh, he died now. I think he must have landed on a he must have landed on one of those bouncy plants. Go on. I'm okay. I really want to throw the crusher down there. Here, we're gonna do this instead. Okay, I was gonna approach him from below, but then Mushroom Boy handled it. Mushroom Boy just got the job done. Okay. So there's still... Can I get that guy to throw those over here? No, he's not gonna aggro on me yet. Show me something cool. Honestly, vampirism right now, right at this moment, not a bad plan. Also, I do see him. I do see the guy. Sorry, Mushroom Boy's got him. Okay, so I think what we just did there is pretty close to a best case scenario test for vampirism. Well, I mean, in terms of our health, I guess, not in terms of the number of enemies we got to hit. And it seems like total garbage still. Here's the new plan. We are going to wait until vampirism is available again. We're going to step outside, we're going to jump up on that ledge above us where there's a bunch of enemies. We're going to hit the vampirism button and see what happens. Wow, maybe we're not going to hit the vampirism button because I'm going to get stun-locked to death before I'm even on the platform. I do wish that enemies had to wait until you were on the ledge they're on to hit you. I think what's happening, based on my observations so far, is that the moment you start a climbing operation, or a climbing animation, for hitbox purposes, you are considered to be on the ledge you are climbing onto, despite the fact that that sucks a huge amount. Yeah, Star Tentacle. I'll take Star Tentacle. That seems fine. Go like this. And we'll just trash this thing. So that grenade there is one of the speed grenades, one of the speed door designs. It is the Vine Grenade. Or the Root Grenade? They changed the name of it at some point. I believe it was originally called the Ivy Grenade or the Vine Grenade or something like that. Hey, I like this poison thing that our tentacle is doing. So this is what it does. It just roots people and the vines sort of like constrict on them for a while. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good grenade. It's a pretty good... I'm gonna keep it over the powerful grenade because I like the crowd control that it gives us. Oh, and I think I didn't say it at the beginning of the episode, but this one's gonna be longer. This one's gonna run a little long intentionally, and the reason for that is I don't have a fourth thing running right now. I don't have a fourth series, and I don't really want to start a new series because there's a game coming out on Thursday that we're gonna start doing a thing on. So I want to kind of leave the slot on the leave the slot on the schedule open for that. So for the next couple of days, we're just going to release some, we're going to release fewer things and maybe stretch some of them out a little bit, because I will have the time to do so. And I don't know if it's been made clear to y'all, I do like to play the video games. Nah. But we are not having a lot of luck finding our scrolls quickly here. See, I'm not opposed to doing the time door instead of the combo door. Obviously, the motivation for... the financial motivation for clearing the level entirely plays a little bit better with the combo door than it does with the time door, but I think one thing that you really can't ignore is that either way, it's super important you get both of the scrolls. Oh, that's not quite good. There we go. Ooh, I don't know what that noise was. Something big's happening outside. If it's a thunderstorm, that's going to be real bad news for me. Because I do not have a car, and I was planning to go to the grocery store tonight, but that involves a 2-mile walk in each direction, and I don't really want to do it while it's thunderstorming. In fact, now that I think about it, I might not own an umbrella. Well... suppose it's a problem I can resolve at the store tonight. See, this right here, this is why you shouldn't procrastinate. Because I kind of have to go. I let myself pretty seriously run out of food. And I could have gone yesterday, But I was like, yeah, you know what? I have enough stuff here. I have enough stuff to make meals for tomorrow. I'll be okay, and then I'll just go then. Alright. We are really clearing this first area slowly, I feel like. The timer doesn't actually look that bad, but I don't know, there's something about it. Also, stomping is not always faster than just falling. If you're falling a single story of distance, the way you get stuck in the landing animation makes it way faster to just fall normally and then move. But also, it makes a cool noise when I stomp, and so I like to do it. And for that reason, yeah, I'm a big believer in the idea that as a game developer, you should try to make the way that is most fun to play your game not a total bummer. And obviously that's like pretty crappy as far as advice goes on account of fun being very subjective. But my point is, it's fun to stomp. I would love it if, you know, there weren't so many dangerous things at the bottom of pits so that I could stomp all the time with reckless abandon. Sometimes I stomp and am punished for it, and that makes me feel sad. Whose fault is it? The developers. I say, can't be mine. What would that even mean for something to be my fault? Ridiculous. What an assertion. Alright, let's go back to the Arboretum and just do a better job. It is tough. It is a tougher biome. Like, they do a good job of adjusting the difficulty level of things upward as you continue to climb through the cell counts. Also, very close to the combo door. Really quite a bummer there. By adding new enemies and stuff as the cell levels increase. Yo, Hayabusa Boots. Maybe that's what we're doing. If we're red, maybe it's time for Hayabusa Boots. These are fun. And they're good to have at a nice high level. I don't think we're upgrading any of the gear we have so far, because it's all garbage. And I think we might just take Frenzy. I mean, we're kind of in a good place health-wise now. If I think we're going to remain in a good place, it's probably better we take the open wounds. I'm going to take Frenzy. If we take some damage here, we have a way of healing immediately. And this is going to be a little bit of a change-up for my style. Trying to play quickly, trying to come up with a reason not to stand back at maximum safe range. Oop, haha, you fool, ah. That's the sound of the conqueror there. Everyone knows, no enemy can resist, no enemy can resist the terror inflicted on them by a healthy, ah. That's why Jerry Lewis was always doing it. Maybe, hey SB, just programming note from the producer. Maybe not a great idea to align yourself with Jerry Lewis. Fair thought. How about you burn to death? So, ow. Must get health back. Deal damage. I do not like trying to jump over small enemies while underneath spikes. Oh my god, I cannot believe I didn't take damage from that. So are we getting health back? Yeah, I'm getting healed. And it's not very much per hit, but it kind of couldn't be, right? Because you can just run it forever. And we're certainly going to try. So. Speed buff. The speed boost is lost if you haven't killed anything in 8 seconds, I believe. It's something like that. I don't believe you can maintain it by just dealing damage. I think you do have to get kills. And also, it is not actually combo. It is not lost if you take a hit. What am I doing? This is clearly a vine thing. I think I'm going to lose my buff. But hey, we regened a little bit of health. I mean, over the course of a run, if you consistently play quite aggressively, that's going to add up, right? Is it enough? Is it enough to be worth the perk slot? To be perfectly honest with you, seeing the rate of gain, I'm kind of thinking no. Take this, you fool. Ah! Stupid tentacle pulled me through from the safe backside of the enemy to the dangerous front side of the enemy, where all of his defenses are. Also, I was not really thinking about this, but it is pretty great that the tentacle is a whip, and as such it ignores shields, because it lets us hit the mushroom guys, little mushroom guys, while they're down in their shell form. Which is cool, because I, honestly, not a huge fan necessarily of enemies where you have to ask their permission before you can fight them. I don't know that that's a thing we really needed more of in Dead Cells. As I was pulling myself there, I was like, am I sure that this isn't gonna end with me getting chomped by that plant? And I realized that the answer was no. You can't live your life terrified of getting chomped by a giant plant. I've decided, arbitrarily, even though, it's probably not a thing that's going to affect most people. Ah, he turned around, the coward. I think I broke the root. Ugh. I'll tell you what is probably not going to happen trying to play fast and aggressive is combos. So we're going to take a lot of small hits that we heal the damage of quickly, but that is costly. In terms of long-term effectiveness, that's a significant loss. Aha, that time I did it right. I tentacled him from the front. That's the way you gotta... I would love to have killed that guy with the tentacle to extend combo time. Aha! Combo time cannot end. Not until I say it ends. It's actually, it's a significant amount of time. You do not have to hit stuff. You do not have to get kills very quickly. I can't believe I just roundhouse kicked that mushroom out of his charge. That is so dangerous. No, I want to come down here. Okay, I can see we're going to have to adjust the plan a little bit. Having a really hard time. Okay, I'm going to back up a little. We lost our combos anyway, so we can take a moment here. We lost our buff. See, now there are two things that I'm referring to as our combo, and that's going to make it hard to understand what the hell I'm talking about. Whatever, he can just burn to death. Yeah, give me this. Okay. Speaking of our combo, where are we at? 21? That doesn't bode super well. No, come here, you. I really need a new weapon. Again, tier 1 weapons, man. Oof. Another problem with this weapon is that I am not good enough at tracking where I am in the combo, and it seems like, unlike most weapons, this one doesn't reset necessarily. So sometimes it has been a second since we attacked, and I click expecting the tentacle to come out, and I get the kick instead. And that has nearly killed us. Well, nearly gotten us hit several times already. Whew. This game's pretty alright. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this game Dead Cells, but it's pretty good. Can't. Okay, there we go. I definitely should have done that. Aw, I thought I was gonna kill the little dude with the arrow there, but it just went over his head, because of course it did. Look at the size of him. Well, that's embarrassing. So yeah, I'm cautiously pessimistic on this this mutation. It's health, and sources of health are valuable, but it's a small enough amount of health. I mean, it scales with damage done. So it's going to naturally scale with your health, or with your stat levels, and also with your weapon as your weapon increases in value. So I guess that's probably the piece of this that's really missing for us. Ooh. Hell yeah, free bread. We need to see what it feels like once we have a weapon that is worth a damn. Also interesting, we have the healing indicator, but we don't have the speed bonus indicator. So and there's the speed bonus indicator. Okay. I was about to say, I'm not sure if it's that we should have the speed bonus thing and we don't, or if it's, you know, if they're actually desynced, and it looks like they were desynced. So maybe the description is wrong? You know, that happens. No, we don't need that. Yeah, and it looks like the speed debuff wears off before the health gain buff, or the speed buff wears off before the health gain buff does. My guess is what we're seeing here, based on that little bit, is that it's intended to be the case that the two things are synced, but the timer being unsynced made it so that we lost the one combo without losing the other before, and that's why we were able to gain the health effect. Okay. Oh, that was me panicked, just mashing my way out of the tentacle attack when I realized that I had tentacle attacked us toward a wall made entirely of spikes. Whew. Alright, why don't you go ahead and throw your buddies up here. Pretty cool. Ah, I tried to roll and failed. Alright, yeah, we're not going to get our combo door, and we kind of needed this one. The second combo door feels really important to me in terms of tempo. So we desperately need a new weapon. Just desperately trying to get all these little dudes down here so that we can not have to worry about it anymore. Okay, cool. Oh, really? There's still a little one. I thought we had long ago... cleaned that out. Alright. Yeah, some of these enemies are fairly dangerous, it turns out. Ooh. I mean, it's not a good long-term play, but we do have as much green as we have red right now, and honestly, this infantry bow is really hard to use in a way that's helpful. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Oh, interesting. He threw the mushroom boy onto the wrong platform. Ah! Oh! Hey, that's definitely a big upgrade. I am gonna miss getting pulled all over the place. And of course, obviously, the shield penetration is a big deal. But this is definitely a better weapon. Look at that. Look at that slick move. Go grab this, and then we'll... You know what? You can just burn to death. How about that? Those shield guys are really a huge pain. That's kind of, I guess, a theme of this area. It wasn't the first time we came through here. Back before the shield guys were part of the game again, back when we were on low cells. But now it's kind of a thing here that, like, significant portions of this area are about just waiting until the enemies give you permission to fight them, which sucks. I don't know if I've made my feelings on that one clear. This. Okay, if you throw the war javelin and it hits spikes, it comes back immediately. That is nice. Let's get this guy. I'm gonna level with you. I forgot that I had the bomb throwing on the sword. I was actually just trying to swat that bat out of the air as it came toward us. I'm not sure that I that I had the timing right on that one. Okay, just push you over there. Oh, he went a little further than I intended. I mean, it's fine. So there's still stuff down here. Did we go in here? Oh, there's nothing in here to explore, right? I do think it's a little bit of a bummer that they started adding lore rooms that don't have loot. Because in the areas that were added earlier in development, like pre-release and in the first expansion, I think, all lore rooms had at least a little something for you to grab. But it seems like that is no longer the case, and it bums me out. It's definitely much less exciting to... Oof. I'm doing a bad job of maintaining positional awareness of my javelin. Yeah. There we go. So we could go right and down, and there's also stuff we missed over here. Well, let's go right and down because I'm sure there will be a teleporter over here. This will make it easier to go back to the other thing. And then, you know what? I think we probably will do the prison depths. I think we need to. And we need to take every chance we can get to get stronger. Although, does the prison depths actually have much of value for us? Aha, you fool! I wish I could say that that was intentional. I did not think that far ahead. Alright, how about some of this? Oh, we are absolutely not taking that. That is madness. Yeah, I think the only scroll in the prison depths was in the cursed chest, right? And we are not in a cursed chest kind of place, but there's still money to be made. I guess it's like, the question is, do you think you will take a bunch of damage doing this? Is it worth the money if you lose a flask charge? And the answer is no, but the solution to that I've chosen is just, hey, what if you didn't get hit? Hey, just don't get hit, dummy. Right? That's a reasonable thing to think to yourself. Well, I just won't get hit. If we're going to do a harder area, I don't necessarily think the balance blade's actually all that good. You know what? Let's unlock the Hayabusa Boots. I'm not sure what level things are at when you unlock them here. It would probably have been better in the long term, for the long-term value of these boots, to unlock them after this area, but also I think we may need them to get through here. And then let's finish Parting Gift. Let's grab Melee as well. We may as well complete our selection here. So melee attacks slowing an enemy down for 1/3 of a second. I'm not even sure how good that is, honestly. And then I don't think we actually do want any of these. Honestly, Masochist seems real bad for the number of cells it costs to unlock it. So I don't think we're looking at unlocking anything else that we want for this run. Well, you know, the swarm grenades are good. Pull an enemy toward you. You know what? Maybe let's work on the grappling hook. I don't remember using the grappling hook very much before. Oh! Stuff here comes out at level 5. That's actually not bad. Now, the question of whether it's worth spending on these. We'll probably use these for a little while. Yeah, probably. Alright, I'm gonna go in real hard here. Bonus damage on rooted and burning targets. Okay. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad modifiers. I don't think I'm going to spend gold on anything else in our inventory. Everything else is very replaceable. And then, well, like open wounds? Just more damage. And unlike most of the more damage things, this one will actually work against bosses, which is certainly helpful. I think that makes sense. Alright. Going into the prison depths with full flask charges and nearly full health. Fullish health. Let's see how this turns out. I think we have to skip this. I don't think we're in a position where we can take that, equipment-wise. Wow, he is actually able to fight back against the roots. Oh yeah, so I should talk about this. Here's what the Hayabusa Boots combo looks like. That flip, the little kick there, it pushes enemies backward. And it will also, not just... it will reflect enemy bomb-type projectiles. So it's a little bit like the shovel, in that it wouldn't return, say, the knives being thrown by the knife-throwing enemy there. But if we run into one of those purple dudes who throws the big orbs at you, it'd get his stuff. I was really expecting that to do more damage. Ah! Oh, that didn't work at all. Oh my god, the poison. The poison does so much damage. Okay. I don't know whether the knockback on the boots does extra damage to enemies if it flings them into a wall. I don't think it does. I was gonna help. I got there a little late. But in general, I think this is a really good item, and it lets you safely tackle some enemies that are a little bit annoying to fight with melee under normal circumstances. Like those worms in the sewers that turn into a bunch of bombs. You will often kill them with the flip kick, because it does the vast majority of the damage in the combo. And if you do... Boy, that didn't do anywhere near what I wanted damage-wise. If you do, the wave coming off of the flip kick bounces all of the bombs away immediately. Does this guy have a shield? He does have a shield. That means there's one of those legendary pedestals below us. I'm very excited about this prospect. Take that. Yeah, we may as well just go ahead and grab that now. So, my plan here is we're gonna try and knock this guy off the ledge. Why fight him when we could just send him away? Alright, grenades. Honestly, I'd be really excited to have an electric whip. We're gonna leave that for right now. I'm gonna make a decision about that later. Oh god. I don't know where my javelin went, but we're gonna just go back and forth here. So the AoE from the kick also does a little bit of damage. It's not enough to be really significant against most enemies, but against enemies like those bats, which have a very, very small amount of health, it can be a pretty big deal. That didn't really do as much damage as I was hoping. So apparently I left a small amount of flame there. There we go. Oh, no, that's a guy we gotta be aggressive on. Ooh. So that's weird. The kick, for some reason, only reflected one of his bombs. I was really expecting that it would reflect them all, which is why I didn't run. So I should probably point out, in case it's not obvious, that when you do a reflect on a bomb and it turns blue, it is no longer dangerous to you. It can't harm you anymore. I think he's just standing still up here. Yeah, like he totally sees me and was waiting for me to come over. Alright, we're gonna come back for these other dudes. Also, I just think the Hayabusa Boots look really cool. The combo looks neat. Surprise, the Dead Cells people did a good job with the visual effects of a thing. It's kind of like this whole game in a nutshell, right? So, okay, we do have to go up. We have to go up to get down. As the man says. We're going to leave that bread there for the moment. We'll come back for it a little bit later once we have a better sense of what our health is going to be like as we leave. Should I grab a shield? Honestly, both of these are pretty good. They're really expensive. I'm going to not take anything for right now. That's a fair amount of fire damage. Here, let's speed this process up a little bit. Fighting those guys in particular, with no ranged weapon, really sucks. Alright, I do see you down there. I didn't realize there was fog. I thought for sure that was a knife thrower. Okay, that was a little closer than it should have been. I do so hate the fog. Oh, that just straight killed him. And apparently that counted as a melee attack, because it started up our, Oh. Quickly, quickly. There we go. Actually, is it going to be better to... How do we even... I don't know. The answer is, I don't know how we even, if we drop down here. Okay, let's deal with this guy. Oh, he didn't die from that. Gotta finish the job. Okay, there we go. Now, come back and try to figure this out. Okay, we should probably continue to kill as many enemies as we can, you know, for the obvious financial reasons. But also, it's worth going off script to kill an invisible guy whenever you can. Stupid fog bishops. Oof. Yeah, so maybe the boots are only able to reflect one bomb per flip. I don't think that definitely did not used to be the case, but maybe it is now, like a little bit of a rebalance thing. Because that's the second time we've seen them reflect one, but not all. Oh, right. This man is in a water. A fire will not harm him enough. Looks like we're actually supposed to go down. This area is really confusingly constructed. Who would build a prison like this? Well, that didn't take him very far. Shoot. I do really like the teleporting thing on the... I just think the War Javelin is generally really, really cool. I do not feel like I have a good sense of how to take advantage of it. So remember, when rooted, enemies generally cannot turn around. Hey, that bomb reflection worked out really well. But I missed. It appears to not be 100% the case that enemies cannot turn around. I thought it was. But they generally will not turn around while rooted, so you can usually root them while you're behind them and then just run up and melee. Alright. Let's try to let them get... There we go. Near an edge we can drop them off of. Okay. I want credit for that. I was the one that got the kill there. Okay, so we have... I was kind of hoping we'd see another red shield or a red ranged weapon or something. Oh wait, this is just the... Yeah. Because I don't really want to spend a huge amount of money. We're definitely doing more ass here. I don't really want to spend a huge amount of money, but I do think that it's pretty important that we get a second weapon that's, like, at all good with our build. So, if we take the whip, we're taking it to re-roll it. But it will work as a ranged weapon. Yeah, alright, that's going to be expensive, but it'll be fine. And then also, we're going to eat this bread now. The time has come. Delicious. I do wish that there were more teleporters in this biome. It's a little bit scarce. A little bit sparse, rather. Right, let's go ahead and grab that. We'll take it over the War Javelin, and we'll just re-roll that annoying trait off of it. This is not the right way. It's almost like they didn't want you easily getting out of this prison. If you can imagine such a thing. Ooh, alright, what do we want from down here? We could get what is almost certainly a higher level fire grenade. I think that's probably the right move. 3++. It's not even that much higher. For the danger this area poses, I think it's the rewards are a little bit soft, but hard to argue with a whole bunch of gold that you would otherwise not have gotten, right? There's definitely an opportunity cost to not going in there. Alright, 29 cells left. Don't really think... I think we still really don't want to unlock anything for right now. So... Swarm grenade? Yeah, probably swarm grenade. Leave that at 1 cell, and then we'll finish it off later. Hey you. Reforge my whip. That's so much better. The degree to which that is better, it's hard to even take its measure. Do I want to do this? Honestly, this fire grenade's still fairly likely to get replaced, and I'm a little worried about the amount of money we're going to have left if we spend any more. So do we want to take one of these? I mean, combo's good, right? Combo's a good combo with Frenzy. And that way, there's 3 different things that I can be calling my combo, so that nobody knows what I'm talking about. We can go off color and get, like... No, probably not. Okay, yeah, let's take... It's either that or Vengeance. You know what, I'm going to take Vengeance. Vengeance is a little bit more of an emergency ripcord thing, an emergency pull cord. We have now, a couple of times, died horribly to getting comboed out from higher levels of health, which is the thing that is supposed to help prevent. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Oh yeah, he just can't turn around. Awesome. I mean, he does wake up eventually. Jesus. But then he hits you really hard as punishment for your shenanigans. Okay, I was hoping that the grenade that we kick out was going to kill him immediately, but honestly, I don't feel too bad about that. We took 1 serious hit, which is, you know, 1 more than you want to take, but considering the amount of damage we've taken on some occasions against that guy, not really a bad outcome. Oh yeah, the pushback from that is able to cause fall damage at least. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it causes wall slam damage, but it will knock guys off ledges. Alright, no. I probably didn't need to use both the grenades there. I don't know if our whip counts as... Because, hold on. I think the whip counts as a ranged weapon, but it's also a pretty short ranged weapon, and the Frenzy doesn't say that it only affects melee attacks. It says that it only affects close combat attacks. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, that's not a good idea. I should probably go fight something else. Okay. Thought for a second there he was definitely going to get the axe throw off. We're still doing a little bit less damage than I would like. Take this guy on. Oh, he turned around, and it let him. So I didn't get the root grenade off quickly enough. Alright, show me... Yeah, nothing terribly exciting here. To be perfectly honest with you, despite the fact that our root grenade is not going to be useful against Mama Tick at all, I suspect, I'm having a hard time being too upset about this loadout. Mama Tick is just always in the water, right? I think there's a good chance that this electric whip is actually going to be great for that fight. You know, we're just using the root grenade as a trap. We may as well just take a thing that does more damage, and also is a trap, and traps for longer. I guess it doesn't necessarily trap all of the enemies in the area. It only gets 2, while the root grenade will always get everybody. And also, the root grenade has a little area to its explosion, so it kills bats. So yeah, maybe that was a bad move. Oh god. Very clever, very cleverly hidden. One thing that I wish that the game had a little bit more of was, oh, ow. Alright, we're gonna stay aggressive. Okay, healed off a lot of the damage from that. I wish the game had better reporting, so that at the end of a run where you took melee, for example, you could find out how much damage melee healed. Okay, now that he's done charging, now we will get up here. Because it's hard to have a good sense of it. It's a lot of little tiny ticks, and it's really easy to be dismissive and go, well, look, I mean, look at how little the bar is moving. Obviously, this isn't a huge help. But a skill that heals you for 3 damage, like 6,000 times over the course of a run, that's returning something, right? That's returning something of value. I guess the question is, another good question is, what would it have to be for it to be good? What would it have to be for it to be worth the slot? Would I take a mutation that was just like, this heals you once for the amount that a bread heals you? The amount that a large health heals you? Probably not. So it's got to be better than that. I think that's a bad idea. I thought about it though, y'all saw me. But there's some amount of health that a mutation is worth. Because I would absolutely take a mutation that's like, this is 2 flask charges. Honestly, 1 flask charge, probably not. Maybe not even 2, honestly. But you need health. Yeah, I wonder what the amount is that makes sense. And I wonder if that amount makes sense because it actually makes sense, or because the arbitrariness of the human brain. Because I've decided that 5,000 is good enough, or, you know. Ooh, that was a little close. I should not have done that. Didn't get punished, but that's not the same thing as it being a good idea. I don't like this at all. I shouldn't have dropped down on... Yeah, I should have timed that better. I left myself with one of the spear guys facing us, but too far away to really interact with. And, you know, it's just too easy to get behind us. It was a bad tactics. A moment of tactical failure. That got us hit, but not in like a terrible way. So we're taking a lot of hits, but we're not sustaining a lot of damage from those hits. Is that actually good? Honestly, it feels like it's pretty serious to take hits when you don't need to because of the value of the combo doors. Oh my god, we're gonna no-hit him. I was a little concerned when the wolf trap broke, but the knockback from the kicks just pushed him into the other trap immediately. That was awesome. Yeah, not hitting combo doors really does cost you a fair amount of quite strong gear, right? We often get a 5++ out of that second combo door. Ooh, almost didn't make it far enough. Also, I gotta remember, we have this whip. It's actually really good against many kinds of enemies. Alright, there we go. Ooh! I was expecting him to catch his axe. I didn't realize that he doesn't catch it if he's in that staggered state. Because, you know, if they're dead, you know the axe is going to come back through. I got caught off guard a little bit there. He just dropped through the level. Okay, well, he died. It's not a... No, okay, there's not a place to drop down there. We found this guy who wants sacrifice. Strange exhortation to consume wine. Well, I did not bring any wine. Oh, this is going to be that room with all the cages, right? I was trying to figure out, what could that possibly be? But yeah, that's going to be the room with the cages, which is good news for us, because it's got a thing in the wall. Alright, show me something cool. Okay. That's right, it's always the same thing. So, it's looking pretty good for us taking on Mama Tick. I feel confident about it. We're at 10,000 gold going through the first boss. I think we are going to be hard-pressed to be able to afford a flask charge from the food shop. So that's not great. We definitely never made it there. You know what? Let's just hold stuff. We'll hold cells and throw those into the forge. Don't think I want to reforge anything. Yeah, so our fire grenade is going to be probably pretty close to useless because the whole fight takes place in water. But I'm expecting great things from this electric whip. And actually, it's probably the case that our wolf trap doesn't do anything either. You know what? It might still apply its damage boosting effect. Ah. I'm really nervous because it seemed like it was taking such a long time for the tentacle to come up. Yeah, that's doing good damage. Oh, okay, this phase. I hate this phase. Here's a problem. The electrical effect on the water is, it's ended now, obviously. Take that. Oh yeah, this is working. Also, because the whip attacks so fast, it allows you to stay in the air for quite a long time. This rules. This is the way to do this fight. Just always bring an electrical weapon. Just find yourself a colorless electrical weapon, and then... Ah, hate it, hate it, hate it. Take this. Nope, that looks bad. Eat grenade. Oh yeah, that's right. When I throw my grenade, it does shoot arrows. So I guess that's something. But the electrical effect, I think I never actually expressed the end of that sentence. The electrical effect is making it kind of hard to tell. I was interpreting the electricity on the water as places where the tentacles were going to come up. Oh no, it's so close. I panicked because it did like it was going to make an attack. Ah, killed him with the fire grenade, even though it's probably pretty close to immune to fire damage. Alright, outfits. Ooh, oil grenade. We are absolutely not taking this broadsword. Screw that noise. Oil grenade over wolf trap, though, may well be the play. Do we have anything else that starts fires? Yeah, our whip starts fires, so we could drop the fire grenade for it. I actually really like having the trap, even though it's off color. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. We'll whip to start fires. That's fine. Perfectly normal sentences, brought to you by video games. Alright, how would you like some cells? Slowly we are getting there. The annoyed tick outfit. Maybe we'll do one of those when we get tired of this one. So it's Graveyard and Stilt Village, huh? Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't really want to go back to the cavern. Let's do the Stilt Village. My guess is, as much as I dislike the Stilt Village, my guess is that there are probably still blueprints here. We haven't really done this area that much. Although, that's probably true in pretty much everywhere. This file's not actually that old. We haven't done that many runs in total. I do like Lightspeed in general. I think I'm going to skip it for right now. Ow, wow, you really can't jump over that, can you? It sure looked to me like I was considerably above him. Oh god. I can't believe one of the bats got stuck in one of the wolf traps. That's very weird. Okay, this is an area where we gotta approach this with some caution. Okay, I did successfully get the shock damage to kill. Ooh. I should probably have taken damage there. At that time I did. Those guys suck, man. It is way, way, way too easy for them to hit you with that, Oh, what the hell? Did he suck me forward somehow? I was trying to... I thought I just jumped straight up. I'm trying to... Yeah, do this thing. Use him to chain some damage down and also to start a big fire. Unfortunately, I started the fire on every platform except the one I needed to start it on. Oh, it staggered him. Darn it. If I had realized it was going to, I could definitely have taken better advantage of that. Also, man, that oil gets everywhere, huh? Come on, teleport up here. Oh, maybe they don't teleport if they're actively taking damage. Don't actually want to get up there, I just want to... Yeah, there we go. Just want to give them some of that. I thought the trap was going to catch him and prevent him from charging all the way through. Well, he wasn't taking shock damage anymore when he died. Shoot. This area is crummy for people with melee attacks. Ghost Captain is a real problem. He hits really hard and really fast. What is the level on my boots? They're 5S, so... Yeah, gonna be tough to justify taking an Assassin's Dagger here. Just gotta stay nimble. Get on the ground, stay nimble. Damn it, he's not gonna die. There we go. So that'll start the oil fire we need. And hopefully he'll just burn out. Ah. Just don't roll so that you're in front of him, you big oaf. Alright, in situations where we're not having to deal with the pirate guy, I'm going to be a lot more confident with our melee. It's really just that dude who ruins everything. Ooh, I'm not even sure how I got hit there. This is part of the problem with meleeing groups of enemies, is that it's hard to tell, like, if you're staggering all of them, or... Okay. We do have 16,000 already. It would be really nice to be able to buy that flask charge. I don't know that I think that's realistic. I guess, you know, you can at optimal gain, you can make an awful lot of money in a run. It's just a matter of getting a little bit lucky with some gems. Okay, do we feel like we investigated that pretty thoroughly? No, I didn't bother to get the key, which is a thing we probably are going to end up needing here. I'm glad that the map makes it obvious by dimming the stuff you have gotten. Okay, well that didn't really work the way I wanted it to. I thought it was going to catch him. Okay, that's a start. So it looks like there's no wall slam damage, I think. I think it would have been pretty obvious there. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, we're going to aggro the crab. Then we're going to try to kill a lot of stuff around here in real quick succession. Start ourselves an oil fire. Okay, my kicks are being real finicky about hitting him because Yeah, that's okay. We were having some elevation issues with the the targeting of our melee attacks there. An issue the whip does not suffer from. Okay, hold on. I want to save the key. Oh, also, apparently there's still enemies alive up here. Alright. That was straightforward. Sometimes I feel like I get stuck waiting for the opening for a really long time with those. What was that heart? I think I might have might have done the kick explosion as that egg was coming in. Maybe I broke the egg. I don't know why that would make a heart, though. Okay, start a nice big oil fire. And then he's just gonna stand in it for some reason. There we go. He remembered how the game works. If you're gutsy, you just go in on those guys. You can sometimes get lucky and do the kickflip right as they... The flip kickflip, slightly different thing. Right as they fire their projectile and immediately turn it blue. Which is cool. It's a little nerve-wracking to go for. And then, of course, a lot of the time when you're close to them, they just go for the melee instead. No, I think we're cool with what we have. $17,707. Feels like we're probably not going to make the 20k. Okay, this is interesting. Honestly, I think we might take this over the wolf trap. The magnetic grenade holds enemies in place, and also it's a proper grenade. You can just, like, throw it and have it do its thing, as opposed to the wolf trap, which requires a little bit more... a little bit more finesse than you sometimes have time for. Roll was a little earlier than it probably should have been. Kind of curious if that's going to do enough damage to kill any of them by itself. Oh, we're going to have to help. Ow. Okay, well, I managed to restore a little bit of it. You can see there my initial back off response, and me catching myself doing it and trying to turn it around. Okay. That's a big fancy statue. Statue of the king, vandalized by his citizens. That's not the king. A bunch of things scrawled on here. More complaints, I'll bet. The king is lying, death to the king, death to the king. Yeah, there you go. Huh. Because that's the hand of the king, right? Unless the king used to... I guess maybe the king used to look quite different from how he looks now. Could totally be the case. At one point he was as huge and hulking as the hand. I kind of assumed. Maybe this is not really a thing that there's good evidence for. But I had sort of assumed... didn't see that guy hiding in the corner. That the hand of the king is like a totally different creature than the king is, right? He's not just like a big dude. Where does this take us? I don't even remember what the exits from this place are. It doesn't tell us unless I spend the key. Okay, hold on, you. Yeah, I don't remember what the normal exit is either. I think it's the clock tower. Oh, I forgot that the magnet grenade magnetizes projectile or magnetizes bomb type projectiles in as well. So we have a little bit of a theme going here. We can spend one key. Yeah, this is the clock tower, so the other way would be the sepulcher. Honestly, I think I'd rather do the... Ooh, that was almost real bad. I think I'd rather do the sepulcher. I don't really like the clock tower very much. But we haven't done it all that many times. There's, again, probably there's some blueprints. Oh, is there nothing back here? Okay. After you do the thing once, it doesn't spawn gems again. Alright, well... Oh, that was bad. You can get crushed by the elevator. Do not let yourself get stunned underneath the elevator. So, yeah, I think we're just good. There's a couple enemies back there. I do not have interest in going back for them. I should probably have gone back to the food store and bought the bread. I was just thinking, oh, we're not at 20k, oh well. But, yeah, I should have bought myself back to full health. That was an error. I acted rashly. Do we want to take the swarm grenade over... I like having the oil grenade. And obviously the magnetic grenade's doing good work for us. It might be time to replace the... Oh man, and actually Sadist Stiletto is probably pretty good for us. With our ability to make an enemy bleed every time we hit them. You know what? We'll unlock the Sadist Stiletto right before the boss. Because it'll be a little bit higher level that way. So actually, we might just hold on to these. Then do the Stiletto, and then... make a big donation to the forge. And do we want to... I don't really want to upgrade this because I don't want to lose the Victim's Burn thing. Honestly, I'm just going to leave them for the moment. This is going alright. So remember, we get a flask charge before and after the Timekeeper. I mean, we're going to get there, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Generates a shield when used. You know what? I will make this trade. Glad I didn't spend money on that. Bummed out to lose the enemy's burn when they die. Trying to keep an eye out for those dudes who wait in stealth at the edge of the platform. Not trying to get caught off guard here. Alright, those guys are a lot less dangerous when you're using the Hayabusa Boots. Also, if you just kick them into the spikes instead of letting them attack, that's also good. Alright, we're gonna keep climbing this tower, though. Let's get this one turned on. Okay. This is good music. Oh, God. Ooh, what a place to get teleported in, huh? Ah. Did you see me running in place there? Like, it wouldn't let me back up until after that guy had hit me. Not sure what that's about. Hold on a second. Did I see... No, okay. I thought I saw a floor rune. Well... Don't much like the idea of having to heal here, but I think we might have to heal here. Yeah... Oh, he can just decide not to be magnetized anymore. Didn't realize that that was an option he had. Fortunately, he drops a bomb during his combo, which is a thing we can exploit. Right? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to be able to do consistently. We do need to replace these boots. It's possible that even though we'd end up with a slightly less powerful dagger, it was right to buy out the stiletto before coming in here, just because the clock tower itself is also quite difficult. I'm really optimizing for fighting the boss, but that might not be a reasonable thing to do. Aha! Got him. Now, one thing that is a little bit of a bummer about the magnetic grenade is the fact that it moves the enemies around back and forth so erratically. Alright, do we actually want any of this stuff? No, probably not. Oh, okay, we found that. Yo, this actually sucks. These sneaky enemies have a really hard time approaching you when you are constantly pulsing that wave. Ah! Rolled early and then failed the jump. Okay, well, now we know where that key is. This is definitely not an actual upgrade. You know what I wouldn't mind at this point is one of those poison pistols. I think that would be pretty okay. Wow, we had to go all the way back down here. Ah. That was bad. That was poorly executed. Oop. Almost took that right in the face. Okay, hold on. Let's approach that guy from below. Yeah, finishing the combo through to the flip is like so much safer than taking the moment to recognize that an enemy has dropped a bomb and then kicking them or managing to roll away. We've seen that I cannot always do that. It's a real problem. So why give yourself the opportunity to screw up? Just kick until you're safe. Always be kicking. Although it is kind of neat that we're doing enough damage that a lot of these enemies aren't even getting to shoot their projectiles. Yeah, it's a real bummer that a lot of the enemies can just decide they're not interested in being stuck in the magnet grenade anymore. Okay. See, notice how I'm not getting freaked out by those guys all that much? This is progress. Boy, the way this area is spaced is really awful for Frenzy. Every time we get enough kills to put Frenzy together, all of a sudden there are no enemies for 10 seconds. Okay. That's going to do some decent damage. One of these days we're going to get the bell puzzle just by accidentally hitting the bells in the right order. That's realistically the only way that it's going to happen, because I will never remember what the tones are long enough to actually get from place to place and hit them. Can I just... Okay, well that feels unfair. I'll definitely take advantage. I am not afraid to fight unfair. Oh no! I let him get away! Well, I think they just disappear permanently. It doesn't seem like they follow you around or anything, but still, I would have liked the money. Okay, interesting. Inflicts a crit if... guaranteed crits if you have an active speed buff is definitely cool. The thing is, at this point, you can see the DPS there. At this point, we're definitely incentivized to buy a new weapon. However, I don't think it's either. I don't think it's any of these. Because if we get a really good new weapon, then we don't necessarily have to unlock the stiletto next. We can save those cells for the forge. I do love... Man, that's a lot of DPS. And it's not even really that expensive. Is there a food shop in the castle? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. I think we just buy this. I don't think we're saving this gold for anything. And in fact, do we want to... Probably not. But like a good throwing knife could be pretty powerful. I like our whip, but it is for sure falling behind in damage. And each stack of bleeding is 350 DPS, and the throwing knife just like goes wherever you want it to, guaranteed. We're gonna lose our ability to start fires, but actually I think this is okay. And then both of these weapons we can buy forge upgrades for. They're gonna get real powerful. And the daggers are so much easier to get the crit out of against bosses and stuff. Ooh, wow, really? I saw him in everything. That's embarrassing. Oh, I hate this. We did lose our ability to neutralize enemy bombs. No, that's not an upgrade. Sorry, we do still have an ability to neutralize enemy bombs. Damn it. Okay, well, so that one was very clearly the one that disappeared from the lower level, right? Because it came back with all that health missing. So apparently I was wrong. They are totally... Huh. Sometimes they disappear permanently, but not always. It's weird. That's a weird thing. It's weird how finicky these knives are, too. We're having a hell of a time getting them to aim downward. Is that just not even... It's not breaking his shield, but it's also not doing damage to him. It's like tinking harmlessly off of his body, it looked like. Okay, so this is where the key is, right? If I'm remembering correctly, yeah. Okay. And that means we've actually finished the whole tower. And honestly, that wasn't too bad in terms of damage. So we're going into the clock room, down down 2 flask charges. Well, no, in 1, because we'll get 1 in here. I sure hope I don't die, because we have a lot of cells that we're going to be carrying forward. So now we don't need to take the stiletto, and honestly, I'm not sure that I want to. You know what? Let's unlock it. We'll see if the one that drops is an upgrade. Give ourselves some options here. What is the damage level of this? Okay, it's a tier lower. So no, it's not going to end up being as good. That's fine. We'll just throw that in the pool. I had no idea what the DPS on that was going to be, because, you know, different levels, different weapons have different DPS even at similar quality levels, so. Okay. I wish that was just targets that are covered in oil, not burning oil. This is going to be very difficult to get that bonus against the boss. Do we have anything in the pool over here that can start a fire? I don't think we do, right? I mean, we have pyrotechnics, but I'm certainly not taking that. Nope. Well, now I wish we had a fire grenade. We probably still want to run the oil grenade. I think we still run all this stuff. We just don't have a way of setting the timekeeper on fire, which is a shame. Alright, I wish that we were better able to take advantage of these modifiers. I don't know that I'm going to bother upgrading this. I mean, I guess it actually does do a fair amount of damage. I'm surprised at how much damage that does. It pulls arrows out of enemies. That's kind of cool. We might want to keep that. I'm going to reroll this a couple of times. Okay. There is a small chance of getting the shot lays down a trail of fire. I think that would have been the most valuable thing we could find at this point. Alright, let's go fight this boss and try not to spend too many flask charges doing it. It turns out when we take a path that doesn't lead through any of the super hard biomes, we actually do alright. Ah, crap. Ow, I thought it was going to leave me alone for long enough. Wow, that tracks better than I would like it to. You gotta roll through that. I would so much love to get to execute my whole combo. Look at this cowardice. I'm actually gonna die? I think is what's about to happen here. You know, we have fought this guy before, and recently, too. Did I actually get my health back? I'm worried. It made the noise. Okay, yes. In that case, that was the best flask roll of all time. No, I swear to you, I was rolling. I want to get my health back, but I can't hit the damn guy. Okay. It does suck a little bit that if you take even one of those shurikens, all of the ones after that are guaranteed to hit you. So the throwing knives can be thrown, they have no animation. So you can just throw them while running full speed, which is what I'm doing. That's why it is worthwhile to have these against the boss. They have a little tiny animation. It's not quite no animation. So this is real bad. We're gonna not be able to kill the Hand of the King for sure. Oh well, you know. It's still a pretty good run. Alright, show me cool stuff. Tainted Flask. I don't think we want a root grenade at this point, nor Hakudo's bow, especially not tier 5. Man, the bosses need to drop better gear. How are you going to have the second to last boss of the game drop tier 5 loot? Alright, well, 126 cells for the forge. God, this is taking forever. Using a flask adds... Wait. Using a flask adds damage. If your flask is empty, it will refill after killing 7 elites. Huh, I wonder how that is tracked. Do you have to kill 7 enemies while it's empty? Or after you kill your 7th elite, does it check if it's empty and then... Oh, that's right, it's not a flask charge before and after, it's just before. Well, in that case, I'm very dead. Also, sorry about, you know, people aggravating the dog. on purpose because it's fun. Listen, I'm not saying it's not fun. It is fun to aggravate this dog. She's a delight, but you know, audio quality. I tell you, I'll be happy when I'm on my own. Financial situations being what they are, not ideal. Be good to be a little bit more in control of the audio again. Absolutely not. No way on earth. Okay, if there is a food shop on this biome, there is no way we will be able to afford a flask charge, but we might be able to at least push ourselves into the Hand of the King fight with full health, you know? Because that's valuable. It's not going to be enough, but it's valuable. See, that right there is one of those things. Did you see me roll as he was starting his third attack? Usually, those guys turn around. I'm not actually doing any damage. Usually the spear guys turn around when they execute the third attack in their strike if you're behind them. Oh, hey. Interesting. I don't know what that is. But not always. Sometimes you just have to guess what they're going to do. Which makes it really hard to plan your actions. Let's not necessarily fight every big sword guy, right? I mean, I am getting healed. Oh, I hate this. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, the big sword guys are a real nightmare. Oh wow. He must have had some bleed on him or something. There's no way I dealt damage to him by striking his spear with my knife. Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Interesting. The Telluric Shock did not carry me over his charge, but it did cause him not to deal damage to me anyway. Alright. Oh, this guy has so much health. I'm so bummed out that this is the... Nope. I'm so bummed out that this is the one we ended up fighting here. Okay. That wasn't too bad. We ended up healing back a fair amount of the damage we took. Yeah, huh. Maybe you're just invulnerable while you're in the stomp phase of that attack? Not exactly sure why that's happening the way it's happening. It's a thing that would be useful to know. Ah, damn it. I thought I'd be able to jump up and roll, and it's not ideal. Again, though, we are successfully healing off most of the damage. That sucks. Why would Why would the attack carry you forward under the spikes? Why would it just, like, jam you in under... Ugh. Ugh. Hold on, there was a... Okay, there's nothing up on that ledge. We are good. Let's get the hell out of here, go find one more key. Okay. Oh, I misread the direction he was going to be from us after the drop. Oh, I can't actually get up there. Ah. Well, that's pretty bad. Yeah, the third shot from the dagger combo does enough stagger to basically stun anything out of an attack, but we completed our combo early there and ended up... Ooh, thank God. What a find. Completed our combo early and ended up using the first and second attacks against him while he was actually swinging. Just bad place to be. Almost happened again. Alright, I do not think we realistically have the option of doing anything other than the safest version of this that requires the fewest kills. And you know, we do have a blueprint. I would really like to survive this, even if it doesn't seem like there's any chance we could possibly kill the boss. This is a real bummer, though. Come on, bleed out. Okay, there we go. Is there a wall rune over here, maybe? No? Alright, I'm a little concerned. More than a little concerned. Also, you know, annoyed. Oh, right, this is a liquid. The shock damage from the magnet grenade is awesome here. I hate this because they're standing back to back, so it's not safe for us to approach from either side. There we go. Ooh. Well, we may still make it to the other end of the biome. Could happen. Okay. Ooh. Alright, this will be the way then. Now, unfortunately, we have no idea where the exit to the castle is. Come on, finish him. Okay. Ooh. This is getting absolutely terrifying. This way? This doesn't look good. I do not want the elite. No interest in fighting the elite. Okay, this is not the right way. Show me something. Oh, thank God. Okay. We are not going back for the other thing. Let's turn in this blueprint and see what it is, and then get mulched by the hand. Yeah, that timekeeper fight didn't go well at all, huh? That was not the stopping block I was expecting us to have. Increases your max I assume your max HP by 22%. You can only be infected by the melees every 1.2 seconds. That doesn't seem very good. So let's spend 50 cells on something, because we are definitely going to die with these cells otherwise. I don't know that I really care about the 500 gold enough to spend 400 cells on it. So maybe it's like... maybe we just buy Tainted Flask? I'm kind of curious how it works. We might have to go on a little fact-finding mission. And then, I mean, whatever. Victims burn when they die, not... Nope. Nope. Can't start a fire to save my life. Alright. Let's get dead, shall we? I suppose I could have saved a little bit more money for the next run. So we're going to start this next run 600 gold short of where we could be. It's probably not going to matter. But it definitely was wrong to just re-roll past 2,000. I wasn't even thinking about it. Alright, I get it. I'd be mad too. Oh, he didn't finish his combo. There's the rest of the combo. Ow. Ah, he slam dunked me real good there. That was like dead on top of me. If I'm being honest, we dealt more damage to him there than I was expecting to. So, you know, I'll take those little victories. So sometimes they're the only kind of victory we get. Oh, you know what? I didn't check. Have I done the daily yet? I'll click back out to the menu. Daily challenge ranking. Oh, it looks like it just reset, actually. Okay, let's do the daily while we're here, because I'm pretty sure this is daily number 5. I think this one will give a thing. let's go find out what. And also, you know, just play a little bit more Dead Cells, because I like this game a lot. Ooh, what are these? Oh man, everything in this game looks so cool. So what do they actually do? Repelling a projectile causes you to inflict critical hits. So apparently they repel a projectile. They don't actually explicitly say that, but that is neat. These are super cool. I would like to unlock these for our actual game. I think this is honestly one of the main values of the daily run system, is that it lets you see stuff you don't have yet and get excited about it. Although again, that's coming from the viewpoint of a person who doesn't think that the daily run is itself very interesting. So probably if you like the way they play, probably that's the primary value. I could have done a little stutter in our attack there, and probably gotten a reflect. Wait, hold on. You know, honestly, we got a couple of scrolls so quickly that I feel like we probably could just press toward the boss. Okay, I'll take that. Do we actually know? Well, I mean, that's it, right? No, wait, that might be the shape of a treasure room. I don't know. We're going. Oh, hey, look, an additional scroll. This is definitely the right path. Not the path to the boss necessarily, but the right path. I do not want a frantic sword. Oh, right. There's no gold in this mode. What am I doing? So, oh no, the boss is over here. The boss is in a more clearly delineated area that is really far away, actually. I mean, we're doing all right on points here. Getting good combos and stuff. Don't even need the food. Managed to find the food. Ow! Don't even need it. That feels real dumb. That doesn't need to be a thing that happens, right? Nope. This isn't even the right way. What am I doing? There'll be treasure up there, but who needs it? Our items are so good. Okay, well that'll kill him. Ow. Spawn quickly. I'm not going to be able to get crits on him. That's a shame. Eat Cluster Bomb. I think the Cluster Bomb is also a thing we don't actually have unlocked, but I mean, probably doesn't take a lot of explanation. You just saw it. It does that thing. You know those bombs that are like a whole bunch of bombs? Ow. I am not fighting a particularly clean fight here. Okay, fine. That was fine. Hell yeah. The Lacerating Aura. That was a score of 536, which is not a good score relative to the other numbers I've been seeing on the scoreboard. We got in early enough that it looks like a high rank right now, so I'm just going to take that. I'm going to pretend that is a legitimate 16. And we're going to retire for the episode on a... Ooh, hey, that's not how that's supposed to look. It might have just been in the preview window. Apparently there are still some issues, maybe, with my computer. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow, when... I don't exactly know what we're going to do, but this run has restored my confidence a little bit. So we're going to take that confidence, and we're going to do something with it. And we'll see you then.